What's going on, Ripple XRP holders? We are back with another video. So there is something really interesting playing out here. 2 days in a row, we've got some big news regarding XRP treasuries. And you guys know, if you watch this channel, we talked about it recently. And there's actually another company following in the footsteps. So wanted to start there, talk a little bit about what's going on and if this trend can continue. Obviously, we've seen Bitcoin strategic reserves across the world start to, take form, but we haven't seen a lot of XRP treasuries formed. But now in the last 2 days, we've got two to talk about. So this one is a Chinese company, guys, and really fascinating. Make sure you guys stick around until the end of the video. We are going to take a look at the overall market after this and hit on a couple other news stories. Talk a little bit about why the market's down, where we can see it heading next, and it's going to be jam-packed for you guys. So hit the like button, subscribe down below if you haven't already. Let's take a look at this first article because this Chinese company is basically following in the footsteps of a previous company in terms of creating an XRP reserve. So Weebus International Limited, a China-based company, provides AI-powered mobility solutions. They're set to raise up to $300 million to create a Ripple XRP reserve for global payments. Now, according to official statements, Weebus announced that it plans to raise up to $300 million in a non-capital financing way in order to create an XRP reserve. The company also said it has renewed its partnership with Tongcheng Travel Holdings, one of China's largest online platforms, and the $300 million funding strategy for XRP reserve will consist of a mix of existing cash reserves, bank loans, shareholder guarantees, and institutional credit support from traditional banks. So we are starting to see this become a trend now. And it says here, Weebus's statement comes a day after NASDAQ-listed energy company Vivo Power International announced its $121 million strategy to establish its own XRP treasury. So this is actually set to be bigger than the one that we just talked about with Vivo Power. And this is like 2 times the size, which is absolutely insane. So one happening there with the backing of Saudi Arabia and the king there. And then this one now happening in China with this massive company set to raise up to $300 million to create a Ripple XRP reserve for global payments. Now, as if that wasn't enough news, we've got a ton of things happening, guys. We'll take a look at the overall market. Bitcoin is slowly climbing back up. We took a big dip here down to 105K. Ethereum still sitting right around 2,600. We are still up on the 7-day period for ETH, about 3%. XRP down to 219. Watching closely, I loaded the boat at 225. Now I'm waiting for about the $2 range. If it gets down below $2, continue to dollar cost average my way on XRP. And then Solana back down to 162. Cardano's really been struggling, down to 70 cents. SWI's hanging in there nicely. The bulls keep stepping in. As long as we stay above 330 on SWI, things look really, really strong. And just across the board, things are dipping quite a bit here as we close out the week and enter the weekend. So why? What's going on? What's happening in the markets? Well, if we go over here, we are starting to see some whales take some profits across the board, across major exchanges. But overall, I think we're just reaching kind of a cool down period. We came up so much so fast. And right now, I think the bulls are kind of just running out of steam. There's some profit taking happening right now. And it'll be interesting to kind of see how this plays out over the weekend to see if we get some renewed interest, some renewed fresh money coming in to start the next week. But overall, right now, I think we're waiting on kind of the next catalyst in crypto. It's been quiet. We're waiting on some good news, waiting on some bullish news. We will have some interesting things to discuss next week as we enter June which that's another reason I think the market's just kind of selling off to close the month. And a lot of people calling for a positive June because we have some interesting things coming down the pike. We will see a big meeting with the SEC coming up to discuss regulation, etc. But Bitcoin right now pulling back a little bit, and we're going to continue to kind of track this. But XRP also pulling back down about 4%. There were two other stories that we've talked about. Just want to hit on these just in case you guys are just checking in or you missed these last videos. Dubai unveiled a real estate tokenization platform about 4 days ago on the XRP ledger. This is a $16 billion initiative. The new platform will let investors buy fractionalized ownership in Dubai property with title deeds tokenized on the XRP ledger network. This is huge for Ripple's play here toward real world asset tokenization. So that news came out 4 days ago. This news came out 2 days ago that Vivo Power raising $121 million to launch XRP treasury strategy with the Saudi royal backing. Again, this is a NASDAQ listed energy firm aiming to be the first public company with an XRP focus, with ex-SBI Ripple Asia executive joining as the chairman of the advisory board. And then today we get this news coming out that now this Chinese company is set to raise $300 million to create a Ripple XRP reserve for global payments. So listen, amid all this price action that hasn't been phenomenal recently, there's still some great news happening behind the scenes. And I think that's the big storyline here. Don't just only look at the charts, right? Look beyond them. And I will say this, as the charts pull back, there's going to be some opportunity to take some long positions, to get in at the right moments. Well, if you guys want some great places to make your trades, BTCC and BITUNIX, exclusive partners of mine right now. You're going to get a $1,000 deposit bonus when you're a new user at BITUNIX. Guys, check that link out down below. Get in while you still can. Great bonuses on deposits right now. And BTCC, 40% lower trading fees. I would sign up to both of them. They both offer some great features. And if you're looking to make some moves, make some trades, you're going to love what both of these exchanges have to offer. And be on the lookout for some other exchanges I'm going to be partnering with and doing some exclusive contests and giveaways for. That'll be coming very, very soon. But a lot of people like to have multiple places to trade, right? You just never know. And every platform's a little bit different. They offer something different. So guys, sign up, start trading with me over at BTCC, BITUNIX, links down below. If you guys are interested in my trading indicator that will actually help you when to buy, when to sell, you can set up your own customized alerts for anything crypto. Check out XT Algo, link down below as well. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video.